Imagine waking up every morning without the structure of a job. No alarms, no meetings, no deadlines. It sounds peaceful, doesn't it? But for some men, retirement doesn't feel like a reward. It can feel like a burden. The truth is, when many men retire, they experience a dramatic change, not just in their routine, but in their health and well-being. And studies show that, on average, retired men tend to die sooner than their female counterparts. So why is that? And more importantly, how can we avoid falling into the same trap? This is a story about change, identity, and finding purpose after the last day of work. Let's dive in and understand why retirement might be a double-edged sword for some, and how we can rewrite that narrative for ourselves. Meet Tom. He's been working hard all his life. After 40 years in a steady job, it's finally time for him to retire. The goodbye speech is made, the cake is cut, and Tom is given a gold watch as a symbol of his dedication. It's a celebratory moment, but there's an underlying uncertainty in his eyes. For Tom, retirement isn't just about leaving a job behind. It's about leaving an entire part of his identity. Retirement, for many men, represents more than just the end of a career. It represents a transition from being a doer to an observer. Without the structure of work, without that daily purpose, many men feel like they're losing themselves. It's a hard pill to swallow when you've defined yourself by your job for so long. Research has shown that retirement can take a toll on a man's health in unexpected ways. A study by the American Journal of Epidemiology found that men who retire early have a significantly higher risk of dying prematurely compared to those who keep working. But why? It's not just about the lack of income. It's about the lack of daily engagement, of feeling needed, of having a reason to get out of bed in the morning. When people stop working, they often stop moving, literally and metaphorically. The routine that once forced them to stay physically and mentally active, even if just by walking to the office or interacting with colleagues, disappears. Suddenly, there's no more rush, no more purpose. And that absence of purpose leads to a dangerous cycle of depression, isolation, and physical decline. Now, it's important to note that not everyone experiences this the same way. Women statistically tend to fare better after retirement. It's because they generally have stronger social networks. Research shows that women are more likely to stay socially active after retirement, whether through friends, family, or community involvement. On the other hand, many men, particularly those from older generations, have been socialized to define their worth by their careers. Once that job is gone, it can leave a massive hole in their lives. Without work, many men struggle to find meaningful ways to fill their time. For Tom, the days blend into one another. The television becomes his companion. He used to feel needed at work. His skills were valuable, his contributions mattered. But now he's just another retiree, blending into a sea of faces at the local cafe. His family tries to encourage him to pursue hobbies, but he just doesn't have the energy or interest. This loss of purpose is one of the most dangerous aspects of retirement. People need a reason to wake up. They need something to strive for. Without it, life starts to feel empty. So, how can we avoid this trap? How can we retire and not fall into the same fate as many men who have lost their spark for life? Well, here's the key. Don't retire from life. Retire into life. Retirement should be a shift in how you engage with the world, not a surrender. Let's look at what Tom could have done differently. Instead of retreating into isolation, he could have found a new purpose. One of the best ways to avoid the early demise tied to retirement is by staying physically, mentally, and socially active. It's about engaging with the community, learning new skills, and finding new avenues to contribute. Take up volunteering, start a new hobby, take a class, reach out to old friends, or even join a group of like-minded retirees who are building something together. The key here is to remain engaged with life, not just for your health, but for your happiness and sense of fulfillment. Equally important is addressing mental health. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, isolated, and even depressed when there's no purpose or structure. But there are resources out there. Therapy, support groups, and even casual meetups can help retirees stay connected, both with themselves and the world around them. It's not a sign of weakness to seek help. In fact, it's a sign of strength, the strength to embrace change and stay connected with your deeper purpose. Physical activity also plays a huge role in longevity. As we age, staying active is crucial, not just for our bodies, but for our minds. A simple walk around the neighborhood, regular stretching, or taking up a sport can do wonders for our health. Studies have shown that retired individuals who stay physically active are far less likely to experience chronic illness, depression, or early death. But it's more than just exercise. It's about keeping your body in motion, but also your mind. Stay curious, learn new things, engage in activities that make you think, solve problems, and connect with others. So, while retirement can be a tough transition for many men, it doesn't have to be a death sentence, physically, mentally, or emotionally. By finding new purposes, engaging socially, staying active, and addressing mental health, we can redefine what retirement looks like. The secret to longevity, to thriving in retirement, isn't about how much time you have, but how you choose to spend it. For Tom, the story isn't over. His journey is just beginning. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into living your best life. And remember, retirement isn't the end. It's just the start of a new chapter.